When I first saw Back to the Future Part 2, I just couldn't wait to get to the futuristic year of 2015. There was all these neat inventions. You could talk to your TV, ride a hoverboard. Well, here we are in 2015. So I thought I would re-examine the movie to see if any of its technological predictions for 2015 came true. I found at least 21 different technological innovations that the movie predicted that would be taking place for 2015 to be fairly accurate.
We're descending toward Hill Valley, California at 4:29 p.m. on Wednesday, October 21st, 2015.
2015? You mean we're in the future?
In the kitchen, the older Marty receives a call and says he'll take the call in the den.
All right, well, take down the den. Hello, in here, please.
Where he begins a conversation with a coworker on a big TV.
Hey, Big M. How's it?
Skype is one of the most popular video conferencing programs which can be used on multiple platforms.
How are you? Nice view.
Ok. Ciao Danny.
It's fulfilling its promise for video chat over mobile devices.
You know what's funny? I've tried this.
But what I thought was amazingly accurate is the TV. A flat panel widescreen like the ones common today. Here's a little nostalgia. Some of you may remember this TV commercial from 1998 where three 20-somethings hang a flat-screen plasma TV on their wall. This model was about 4 inches thick and cost around 15 grand. We've certainly come a long way since then. When the older Marty places a bet online, his boss, who had been monitoring the transaction, informs him that he's fired.
Monitoring that scan you just interfaced. You are terminated!
Terminated? No!
This reminds me of how employers might use Facebook to monitor employees. You may have heard of stories like this. Bus driver gets fired for posting his comment on Facebook. Inside the 80s cafe, Marty demonstrates a period video game by taking hold of a gun and aiming at the screen in front of two kids, to say that using hands is like a baby's toy.
You have to use your hands? That's like a baby's toy.
Suggesting that using controllers is outdated. The Microsoft Kinect for Xbox proves that the technology does exist. My gaming friends tell me that Fruit Ninja is a great game to play using the Kinect. It's probably a good idea to keep all fragile items and pets away from the play area, or else this could happen.
Oh my god, no way.
In the den, the younger Marty instructs the TV to open several channels, which are all then displayed on the screen simultaneously.
Channels 18, 24, 63, 109, 87, and Weather Channel.
DirecTV's Sports Mix feature allows the viewer to watch different channels simultaneously.
Good evening. A huge night for the NFL.
Heartbreak. The Giants put up a huge...
But perhaps more common is when we're multitasking on our computers. For example, listening to a YouTube video on one tab, chatting on Facebook on another tab, and looking at the news on a third tab. In the town square, a video ad starts playing, which gets Marty's attention. We are inundated with video advertising. If you come to a casino town like Reno, Nevada, you'll find video billboards posted in high traffic areas. The Grand Sierra Resort has a big one aimed at the interstate. Video advertising is also inside my local Walmart. But what annoys me the most are those video ads that pop up all over the internet, including those that precede a YouTube video. As Griff and his gang are taken into custody after crashing into the courthouse with their hoverboards, a drone camera descends into view and snaps a picture. We use drone cameras in a variety of applications, including recreational. The older Biff pays the driver of a taxi with a thumbprint.
174.50. That'll be 174.50. Here.
It seems like a great idea if we could make a payment with a thumbprint. We can forget about carrying cash, credit cards, or debit cards. The new Samsung Galaxy S5 will include a fingerprint scanner that will allow the user to make an online payment. The movie makes several references to fingerprint scanning, suggesting that this type of personal IDing will be popular in the future.
What the hell are they doing, Doc?
They used her thumbprint to assess her ID. Since her thumbprint never changes over the years, they simply assume she's the Jennifer of the future.
Welcome home, Jennifer.
It doesn't open. There's no doorknob.
Press your thumb to the plate.
For some of us today, fingerprint IDing is an everyday routine. Here, one of my coworkers clocks in and out of each shift using a palm print scanner. When the doc sees Marty Jr. wandering around downtown, he takes out his binocular camera device, and through the viewfinder, we see that the camera follows the subject, indicated by these moving brackets. My Nikon Coolpix point and shoot has a face detection feature that helps to focus in on the subject's face. Okay, walk over over there. Okay, and then come back towards me. And as you see, the camera will track the subject's face, no matter where the subject is on the screen. In the movie version of 2015, they talk to their kitchen appliances and TV.
Hydrate level 4, please.
24, 63, 109, 87, and Weather Channel.
We can ask this everyday device to help us find things on the web. Where's the nearest gas station?
Okay, here's the nearest gas station. It looks pretty close to you.
What is today's weather for Los Angeles?
It should be nice in Los Angeles today, up to 66 degrees Fahrenheit.
Give me some pictures of longboarding.
Here are some images of longboarding I found on the web.
And yes, we can talk to the TV too, with smart TVs.
In between the commands. Okay.
Hi, TV. Channel up. Channel down. Mute on. Source.
In the antiques store window that Marty's looking into, there is a sign that says push key operation below an old computer, suggesting that in the future there will be some other way of inputting information, possibly by voice. In March 2014, Google announced that its Chrome web browser will include a hands-free voice search feature for mobile and desktop devices. At the dinner table, Marty Jr. is watching TV on something that is worn like eyeglasses. In 2013, Google released a wearable computer called the Google Glass that includes a built-in monitor. Samsung, Lenovo, and Epson are making their own versions too. Amazon has a whole section on wearable technology. In the scene where Marty Jr. is talking to the TV, if you look closely in the upper right-hand corner, there is an ad for breast enhancements. When the doc is watching Marty Jr. through his binoculars, Marty Jr. passes by a sign that says, "Sale on now, 1 week only, breast implants." After landing in the alley, the doc tells Marty that he had a few cosmetic enhancements at a rejuvenation clinic.
I went to a rejuvenation clinic and got a whole natural overhaul.
The movie suggests that in the future, plastic surgery will be commonplace. Medical science has given us an assortment of cosmetic treatments to help give us the appearance of youth, including Botox, dermal fillers, fractional skin resurfacing, laser hair removal, and smart lipo and PX, among others, available at the growing number of med spas. A quick look through this weekly publication shows how popular plastic surgery is. Look 10 years younger, 50% off. Breast augmentation. Here's something called Liposonics. You might think I'm going to talk about 3D movies, but what I thought was particularly interesting here is the holograph was directed solely at Marty. And secondly, the passers-by seem oblivious to the holograph. I see this as a form of personal targeted advertising, advertising that is aimed at one specific user. On the Walmart website, if we scroll down, it will show the last product which I viewed, which is a GoPro. Over on the right side here, the website tries to sell me other related GoPro products. They call it, "You might also like these." Over at Amazon, they call it "Frequently bought together." Customers who bought this item also bought. What other items do customers buy after viewing this item? And products related to this item. If we jump back to the home page, it will show, see, it's down here. It will try to sell me more GoPro products, and this time they call it featured recommendations. I was at Newegg.com because I wanted to upgrade my computer. Then let's go over to Whiskey Militia because I wanted to buy some snowboard stuff. And then down here we see that Newegg ad popping up. Then let's go over to GasBuddy.com because I wanted to check local gas prices. And then I see that Walmart ad popping up here on the right side with that GoPro ad. These are examples of what I call personal targeted advertising. Ads that are targeted towards you based on your viewing history and that basically follow you around on the internet. The movie may not be thinking about personal targeted advertising, but it's the idea of using technology to single out one single person. In the town square, Marty is approached by a man asking for donations to save the clock, while holding a thin, glossy device that resembles a tablet.
Welcome to Texaco. You can trust your car to the...
Marty observes a robot fueling a car at this gas station.
technical editing gear.
This demonstration at a petroleum convention in 2013 shows how an automated fueling system would work.
During demonstrations, petroleum industry executives saw how advanced robotics easily locate and open a vehicle's fuel door. The robot then extends the nozzle, designed by Husky engineers using Venturi components, into the fuel neck through a capless insert, which are increasingly common in new vehicles. The Fuelmatic system pumps fuel to the desired level thanks to a vacuum-based automatic shutoff, which allows a robot to automatically fill a vehicle's tank while the driver remains inside.
When Marty enters the Yeti's cafe, he is greeted by a talking head on a TV screen which offers suggestions from the menu. Marty then says that all he wants is a soda, which is immediately ejected from the countertop.
All I want is a Pepsi.
At the Bionic Bar aboard the Royal Caribbean cruise ship Quantum of the Seas, customers use their RFID bracelets and a tablet to place their drink orders, and then a pair of robots mixes their drinks. Does this mean that your favorite bartender will someday be replaced by a robot? In the kitchen scene, we see some kind of appliance with a TV screen in the background, presumably to display recipes or cooking instructions. Okay, I'm at my local Best Buy, and I see here that this refrigerator model, a Samsung model, has a built-in LCD screen, and I assume you can access some recipes by going to this Epicurious here, but it's not connected to the internet. But it does have a lot of other features here. Calendar, some memo, you can leave some notes behind. I guess most features you have to connect to the internet. In this night scene near Marty's future house, we see a drone walking a dog in the background. Someone came up with the idea of using the aforementioned camera drone to walk their dog. This seems more novelty than practical. I thought the idea is to spend quality time with your dog. Something in this scene caught my attention. It was this word, slam ball. I had heard about it, wasn't sure if it was around in the 80s when the movie came out. So I did some researching to find out when it was invented. Wikipedia says it was created in 2002. In this YouTube video, Slam Ball's founder talks about how he came up with the idea.
My name is Mason Gordon, and I created Slam Ball in a little warehouse in East LA in December of 2000. Well, I basically only did 3 things growing up. I played basketball, I played football, and I played video games. And I think the beginnings of the idea for Slam Ball was to combine those 3 things, kind of the ferocity of football with the athleticism and the grace of basketball, but then to mix in a little bit of a video game mentality in there, and the idea of guys jumping higher and hitting harder. And that combination just kind of got thrown into a blender.
So someone who is an avid basketball player would be consistent with someone who's into slam ball. By the way, all this personal information flashing across the screen reminds me of how social networking works. On YouTube, if you move your mouse over a person's name or icon, a little pop-up window will appear, telling you some quick info about that person, their photo, banner, and a brief intro of that person. Facebook works the same way too. During the video conferencing scene, a friend of the older Marty pressures Marty into participating in an illegal gambling scheme. Marty takes out his briefcase and uses it to scan his company's credit card.
Here's my card. Scan it. I'm in.
Thanks, McFly. I'll see you at the plant tomorrow.
We use our credit cards at home by entering a series of numbers. But what if you want to transfer money, where you simply cannot enter a series of numbers, like your paycheck? What if you want to deposit your paycheck into your bank account, but for whatever reason you can't make it to the bank on that day? One solution is to use our smartphones. Just download your bank's banking app, take a photo of your paycheck, and let the app take care of the rest. The paycheck is the hard copy that contains the financial information that you want to send, and the smartphone is the portable device that scans the document and transmits the data to wherever it needs to go. Marty and the doc are about to take a trip across town, but the doc notices on a message board that there is heavy traffic on their intended route.
The skyway's jammed. It's going to take us forever to get there.
Variable message boards have been around since the 1960s, but what I think the movie is suggesting here is, what if we can get access to this information before we get in our cars? Traffic apps do just that. Go511.com covers Southern California and provides commuters with live updates of local traffic conditions so they can plan their routes. It's just after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, near the peak of the afternoon rush hour. All these orange triangles shows you where the accidents are. These red triangles indicate that there's a SIG alert at that location. A SIG alert is a unique Southern California term. It generally means that there's a lane closure at that location due to a unplanned incident or accident. These orange diamonds shows you where the road construction is going on, and the red diamonds show that the road is closed in that location. Under the map legend, we can turn on certain features. This shows the traffic speeds using a color-coded system. Here we see we turn on the traffic cams. And this one shows the message boards. The idea with these traffic apps is to give commuters traffic information. The hoverboard is perhaps one of the most iconic props from the movie.
Hoverboard.
In October 2014, I came across this Yahoo News article about a startup company that produced the prototype for a fully functioning levitating skateboard, which they call the Hindu hoverboard. The Hindu hoverboard uses 4 electromagnetic engines to provide lift. This version of the hoverboard weighs about 100 pounds. I think I'll stick with my traditional longboard for now.
Battery life of about 7 minutes. You won't be taking this hoverboard to the skate park.
That was my first 1080.
As stated in Wikipedia, director Robert Zemeckis wasn't trying to make an accurate depiction of the future. Rather, he took a funny, humorous approach. But some of his predictions did come true for 2015, which makes me wonder, is this movie an example of life imitates art? Back to the Future Part 2 is a fun movie to watch, if not for the story, for its parody of pop culture.
You walk by the special. You walk by the
Hey, 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 wait, guys, hey, guys. All I want is a Pepsi.